It's a new year and a new chance for you to make a fresh start with your compliance. For the next 31 days on the FCPA Compliance Report, we're going to be bringing you a daily tip, strategy, or idea that you can use to improve your program. Here's your host, Tom Fox, the Compliance Evangelist.
This month's sponsor of 31 Days to a More Effective Compliance Program is Affiliated Monitors. Founded in 2004, Affiliated Monitors provides professional, independent integrity monitoring and ethics and compliance assessments nationally and internationally and across almost all industries. With its knowledge of effective ethics and compliance programs and cultures, Affiliated Monitors is respected for its work as the corporate monitor on matters ranging from multinational corporations to small and mid-sized companies and even individuals. Having served in over 750 monitorships, no one has more experience as an independent monitor than the team at Affiliated Monitors. For more information on how an independent monitor can help improve your company's ethics and compliance program, visit this month's sponsor, Affiliated Monitors, at www.affiliatedmonitors.com. Strategies for and with AI in compliance. Today, I want to consider the strategies for and with AI in compliance. A company's strategy is defined by its key performance indicators, and artificial intelligence can help determine which outcomes to measure, how to measure them, and how to prioritize them. This obviously has many insights for the chief compliance officer or compliance practitioner looking to employ AI to help move their compliance program up a level. One of the first key insights is that it's not simply enough to have a strategy for AI. Creating strategy for AI matters as much or even more in terms of exploring and exploiting this strategic opportunity. This distinction is not semantic gamesmanship. It is in the core of how algorithmic innovation truly works in organizations. Real-world success requires making these strategies both complementary and interdependent. Strategies for novel capabilities demand different managerial skills and emphasis with strategies with them. This makes clear that AI does not supplant the compliance function or the compliance professional. AI complements what compliance professionals can do with information available to them. Yet when it comes to machine learning, an appropriate compliance strategy is defined by KPIs leaders choose to optimize. This means CCOs who cannot clearly identify and justify their strategic KPI portfolios in actuality have no strategy. So what are some of the key indicators? Well, it's not simply about having a strategy for AI, but a strategy with AI. For the compliance practitioner, this means creating a compliance strategy for developing and applying a capability that is not organizationally, culturally, or operationally the same as cultivating a strategy with that capability. Both the for and the with are complementary. A strategy for sustainability should not be divorced from having a sustainable overall strategy enabling the business to thrive. Where does opportunity lie? What strategy does AI pragmatically mean for the compliance professional? Like any other compliance strategy, it expresses what the compliance function seeks to emphasize and prioritize over a given time frame. Compliance strategies may focus on how and why an organization should conduct business in a high-risk market. The bottom line is that CCOs must work to set their priorities where the opportunities for compliance innovation lie. Sometimes you have to look forward to look back, as it is critical to have a time component in this process. Compliance leaders have the duty and responsibility to pick time horizons and objective functions which they wish to operationalize. This could be the life cycle of a third-party risk management, quote to cash, or procure to pay processes. I think it's easier to miss long-term goals, though, if there's a focus on short-term tactics. What about making smarter trade-offs? If there's one thing every CCO or compliance practitioner should understand, this is about making trade-offs. By managing your KPIs, you can move towards fuller operationalization. This is certainly true in the compliance function. The bottom line is that you should strive for a balance in the use of AI to help you understand between competing risk scenarios. 10 years ago, the three most important words in any best practices compliance program were document, document, document. Into 2020 and beyond, it may become data, data, data. This is because there is no compliance solution strategy for or with AI without an enterprise strategy for and with data. It is an essential ingredient for machine learning and dynamic operationalization of your compliance program. This in turn makes data governance critical. Organizations must invest in recognizing which data might enhance or elevate their KPIs, which data might help their machines learn. Data processes and platform must combine and analyze data which is siloed and scattered and empowered through artificial intelligentsia. As a CCO and compliance professional, you must learn to embrace comprehensive data strategies and practices and to manage data as an asset. This may require you to employ chief data officers, data scientists, data wranglers, and holding people and processes accountable for getting value from their data. Increasingly, much of the value comes from how quickly, accurately, and reliably data trains machine learning. The bottom line, AI plays a critical role in determining how and what compliance KPIs are measured and how best to operationalize them. Operationalizing carefully selected compliance KPIs becomes AI's strategic purpose in the compliance function. Understanding the value of operationalization and optimization of KPIs is key to aligning and integrating strategies both for and with AI and machine learning. KPIs create accountability for optimized strategic aspirations, including those in compliance. So what are today's 3 key takeaways? Well, number 1, and this is not something unique to data, but you should use KPIs to define and measure your innovation strategy. Number 2, always remember, AI should supplement, but not supplant a compliance professional. You're not going to lose your job because of AI. The human touch is always going to be required if you have competent skills in the compliance. And then finally, I would leave you with this question. What are your KPIs around compliance? Have you set any KPIs? Are you measuring them on any type of a regular basis or through continuous monitoring? No matter what you may think of data, no matter how much or how little you use data, you need to have KPIs for your compliance function. So it's a great time for you to sit back and look at what are our compliance KPIs. I hope you will enjoy the entire month on innovation and compliance and this month's offering of 31 days to a more effective compliance program. If I could ask you to do so, would you pass on to at least one person this podcast series on the nuts and bolts of compliance as I'm trying to expand my audience base for 31 days to a more effective compliance program. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow where I take up another topic in innovation and compliance. Thanks again for listening. 31 Days to a More Effective Compliance Program is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.